Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. Well, it's the end of October. We have a few weeks before Thanksgiving, and I'm super excited because the Lord has blessed me. I'm going to have all my children here, my grandbabies and everything, and so I am already preparing and thinking about what we're going to have. Having said that, because I've just recently had a birthday and I'm 1 more year older, I'm trying to watch my calories, my carbs, and my weight. I'm trying to keep it down because I want to live to see my great-grandkids. So what we're going to do is take a different look on the menu. Normally we have a traditional turkey and ham Thanksgiving meal, and we have the green bean casserole, we have sweet potatoes, dressing or stuffing. Stuffing actually is in the turkey, dressing's outside the turkey. It's the same thing. Last year Lynn made a delicious fresh cranberry sauce salad that she'll be bringing this year, and I'm looking forward to it. But I want to try to cut down a little bit on the calories, still have the table look beautiful, have enjoyable food. So what I thought I would do this year, and instead of having the green bean casserole, I'm going to create a green bean almondine. Now that's not something I'm creating, but it's something I think we're going to use. Green bean casserole is 308 calories per half cup serving. Green bean almondine is only 131 calories per cup serving. So let's get started. This recipe has some butter, slivered almonds, olive oil, green beans, which I thought would taste better. They're softer. They're a little bit more crisp. I like the French haricot beans from H-E-B. Lemon juice, water, kosher salt, some minced garlic. And I'm changing the menu up a little bit to give it the illusion. I wanted to add at the top of my platter, I am still going to use the French crispy onions. So to start this off, what we're going to do is we're going to melt a tablespoon of butter over a medium heat in a large skillet that has a lid. Then we're going to add the almonds. What we want to do is we want to brown and saute the almonds and get them a little brown. And I'm going to put a tablespoon of butter in my large skillet. This one does have a lid to it. I've got it on medium-high heat. And I have about 1/2 cup of slivered almonds. You can buy them already slivered in the baking aisle. My suggestion is to stand here and kind of watch this, because nuts have it, well, when you're cooking, when you're browning and browning nuts on the stove, they're going to brown and burn fast. But what you're doing is you're bringing out the oils. That's what you want to taste in whatever you're creating. You can do it with pecans and chop pecans and put them in cookies, and they'll even taste more like pecans. So, but today we're working with slivered almonds. I'm going to just get them toasty. So while these are toasting, I have another skillet here. And since I'm actually making this before Thanksgiving, just so we could air them through the month of November, I didn't want to just have green beans for dinner tonight. I asked Mark what he thought would be good with that, and he had a really good idea. What we're going to serve with it is a Smithville Anytime ham steak. And I'm just going to put it in a skillet, and while our green beans are working, we're just going to, these are virtually cooked. Really just warm it up and brown it is what we're going to do. So it shouldn't take any longer than our green beans. And while I'm standing here, I want to say thank you to Dina, Buttons, and Robert for this lovely apron that I'm wearing. Thank you for my happy birthday apron. So through the next couple months, I'm going to be featuring some new aprons. My mom gave me some aprons for my birthday. So apparently they realized that this is going to be something I'm going to want to do for a while. Butter is browning, it's turning, and so it's going to brown the almonds nice and brown. The almonds have been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I think they're done. I'm going to actually put them back in this little bowl here. Now that you've put the almonds in a little dish, you're going to use the same skillet. Just take your paper towel and kind of wipe it out. You don't care if it's got a little butter in it because it's going to give them a little more taste, but let's try to get all the nuts out. The recipe says a pound of the green beans. This is 2 pounds, so this is a 2-pound package. They're already washed, trimmed, and ready to cook, so I'm going to cook half of the bag. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's about twice around the pan. I'm going to do half a package of the French green beans. I have 1/3 of a cup of water and about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of kosher salt in and about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Tossing them around in here. Now remember, make sure this skillet has a lid, because what we're going to do now is we're going to steam them. It's got the water, the lemon juice, salt and pepper, and the olive oil in it. Now I have let the green beans simmer with the lid on for about 7 to 9 minutes. Now, you know they're going to have a little bit of crunch left, but they're nice and tender. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add about another tablespoon of butter. I have a teaspoon of minced garlic. Now I'm putting that in now. And the reason I didn't put it in before, because you know, cooking garlic too long, it's going to burn it. It's going to taste bitter. So we want to put it in at the last minute, but we're going to toss this around in here. Let the garlic become fragrant, and make sure we coat the green beans with it really, really well. So we're going to stand here and kind of toss this around maybe for about a minute. And the ham is pretty near done. I'm going to just turn it off, let it sit on the hot eye on the burner. Now, going back to what I was saying about kind of making our meal a little bit less caloric, you do your potatoes. Make your mashed potatoes. If you can sneak it in there, don't use so much white potatoes. Boil up some cauliflower. I promise you, they will not know it. When you blend that into the mashed potatoes, and I think we might feature that, you can add a little bit of sour cream. You're still cutting back on those carbs a little bit. Giving them that flavor, giving them that taste. They'll love it. It'll be healthier for it. Now, the green beans are done. They're very fragranted. And if you'll look, Dina, some of them have got a little bit of brown on them. Now we're going to take our almonds, toss them back in here, and voila, they're done. And that did not even take any of our oven time. And you know how precious oven time is on Thanksgiving. All right, here we go, our green bean almondine. Now, do they need this? Probably not. But I thought, for display purposes, for the table, we could just take our crunchy onions, put them on the outside of the platter, and there we go. And we still have our green bean casserole. So now we have our little ham steak, some applesauce, and our green bean almondine. I want to try the green beans first. If you like lemon and onion, it's very fresh, very clean tasting. I think it tastes delicious. And of course, there's ham steak. You can never go wrong with a good ham steak and some applesauce. That's very good. And Dina's right. It is very lemony. You could maybe cut back on the lemon a little bit if you wanted to. Maybe about a half a teaspoon. But I don't think I will. I think I'll leave it like that. It's nice and clean. And I like the toasted almonds in there. So there you have it. There's one lighter version of a side dish you can have for Thanksgiving. And remember what we're going to be thankful for. We're so thankful that we still live in a free country. We have our beautiful family and friends. Blessed if you have a church, and if you don't, please join us at any Glad Tidings location in Central Texas. Dana puts a link at the bottom. We would love to have you. We would love for you to come to our church and be welcomed, and very thankful on our part that you're there. And always remember to subscribe, like, and share these videos to be alerted for the next video. And on Thursdays, we have a contest. Please join us on our Facebook page. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. And we'll see you next week, hoping to feature another lighter version. Bye-bye.